Welcome students. Today we are going to learn about quadratic equations. That too, how to form the quadratic equations. Before we go into that formation, you have to learn some things about quadratic equation. What is quadratic equation and who found it, everything we should know about it. Okay, right. So, what is quadratic equation? An expression of degree 2 is called a quadratic equation. That means the highest degree will be, the highest exponent of quadratic equation will be 2. This you learnt already in your lower classes, 9th standard, what is quadratic, what is linear, everything you learnt very well. So, an expression of degree 2 is called a quadratic equation. Usually it will be denoted by ax square plus bx plus c. The first term ax squared, see the degree of this equation, maximum 2. That is why we are calling it as quadratic equation. So, the variable involving in this as x, and a, b, c, all those are real numbers. We will say it is constant. Okay. And that too, this a definitely not equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, what will happen? Of course, this term will not be there. You will be having bx plus c. So, that will come under linear equation. So, that is not the quadratic equation. So, quadratic equation must be ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay. And the complete solution of the quadratic equation found by Arab mathematician Abraham bar Haya Nahazi. Arab mathematician Abraham bar Haya Nazi. Actually, he is famed for his book Liber Embadorum, published in Europe. So, he gave the complete solution of quadratic equations. So, what are zeros and roots? So, just I will take one equation. Listen, x squared minus 5x plus 6. Okay. So, take any two numbers. If you multiply those two numbers, you should get the constant last term. If you add or subtract, you should get minus 5. So, what is that? Correct, minus 3, minus 2. If you take minus 3 and minus 2, if you multiply both, you will be getting plus 6. If you add both, you will be getting minus 5. So, to solve these equations, you will be getting x minus 3 and x minus 2. These you learnt in even 9th standard itself, you would know very well, right. So, what are the values of x here? Plus 3 and plus 2. The numerical values which solve, that means which will give the value of the quadratic polynomial as 0, that values of x are called roots. Even you can say zeros also. So, what are the zeros for this equation? Plus 3 and plus 2. Okay. How can I use these roots and I have to make the equation? Listen, x squared minus 5 plus 6. How can I write this? X squared minus, this 5 can be written as, splitted as 3 plus 2. That means in terms of roots, 3 plus 2 of x plus 3 into 2. That is what we done in this previous step also. So, when you multiply, you are getting the last term. When you add or subtract it according to the sign. So, you will be getting the coefficient of x. So, that is what I applied here. Listen carefully. So, what is the equation? What are the roots of this equation? Plus 3 and plus 2. So, how can I split this equation? X squared minus of 3 plus 2 into x plus 3 into 2. That means x squared minus, when you add the roots. So, sum of the roots into x plus the last term will be product. When you multiply the roots, you are getting the last term. That means the product of the roots. So, that the general equation can be written as x squared minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots. Okay. There are two roots definitely for quadratic equation. It has two roots, we know that very well. So, one root should be taken as alpha, other root may be beta. Both are variables, I mean both will change. So, that is why we are taking it as alpha and beta. So, in terms of alpha and beta, how can I represent this quadratic equation? X squared minus sum of the roots I told you already, right? But we have taken the roots as alpha and beta. So that you can write this sum of the roots as alpha plus beta of x plus product of the roots. That means what? Alpha into beta. So alpha beta. So we can write this equation as x squared minus of alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. Can you understand, children? Good. So we know how to factorize. From the factorization, how to make the general equation of, quadratic polynomial. That means x squared minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots. So even you can use some small formula and find the sum of the roots and product of the roots. Usually sum of the roots will be denoted by SR, product of the roots will be denoted by PR. So sum of the roots equal to, that means alpha plus beta is nothing but minus b by a. What is b and what is a? We know from the general equation, from here, b is nothing but coefficient of x. And what is a? A is nothing but coefficient of x squared. So that the sum of the roots can be written as minus b by a. And what about the product of the roots? Product of the roots can be written as c by a. That means alpha beta. So what is c here? Constant. And what is a? As usual, coefficient of x squared. So product of the roots can be written by c by a. So these are the simple formulas to get the sum of the roots and the product of the roots from the given equation. So these are we are going to learn, and we are going to practice some problems according to this concept. See the first question, what are the terms are given? Minus 9 and 20. So the minus 9 is nothing but sum of the roots and the 20 is the product of the root. So what I told you in the previous session, minus 9, sum of the root should be denoted by SR, product of the root should be denoted by PR. Okay. So what is the general form of the quadratic equation? What we have discussed just before. X squared minus 9x plus 20. That means minus of sum of roots into x plus product of the roots. So you have to multiply those minus, you will be getting x squared plus 9x plus 20. So this is what the quadratic equation. Now listen. So what are the sum of the roots? 5, 3. And what is the product of root here? 4. So sum of the root is minus 5, 3. Product of the roots is 4. You know how to write the general equation. So what is the quadratic equation here? Good. X squared minus, what is sum of the root here? 5 by 3 x plus product of the roots. Is this the quadratic equation? See, the coefficient of x in the form of the fraction. That means we have to change it. It's nothing but what? 3. Take LCM for this, you will be getting 3. Multiply 3 with this x squared, you will be getting 3x squared minus 5x plus 4 3s are 12 equal to 0. So this is what the quadratic equation. If you take this 3 on that side, it will be 3x squared minus 5x plus 12. You know very well 0 3s are 0. So this is what the quadratic equation. It's a very simple question. Little simplification we have to do to get the correct equation. That must be in the form of ax squared minus bx, plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now we will come to the second question, third question. What is the sum of the root in this question? SR is minus 3 by 2. Next, what is the product of the root? PR is minus 1. So what is the general equation? X squared minus sum of the roots, that means minus 3 by 2 into x plus product of the roots, that means minus 1 equal to 0. When you write equal to 0, then only it will be considered as the quadratic equation. Okay. Now it will be x squared minus into minus plus 3 by 2 x and plus into minus minus 1. See, the same term. We have got the same kind of question we used in the previous question also. So, this is also should be solved as previous question. Now, take LCM for this. What you will get? 2. Multiply with this, you will be getting 2x squared, and here 3x. If you multiply this minus 1 with 2, you will be getting minus 2. If you take this 2 that side, it will be 0. Therefore, actual quadratic equation is 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Always you have to highlight the final answer. Now, see that the fourth question, it is totally different. Some alphabetical letters also involving in the question. So, we are going to solve it now. Listen. So, what is the sum of the root here? Minus of 2 minus a whole squared. So, what is the product of roots here? A plus 5 whole squared. Now, as usual, x squared minus sum of the roots minus of 2 minus a whole squared into x plus product of the roots is nothing but what? A plus 5 whole squared. Now, as usual, you have to remove all those brackets and simplify the question. So, minus into minus will become plus 2 minus a whole squared x plus a plus 5 whole squared. So, this is the way you have to use sum of the roots and product of the roots. How to use the sum of the roots and the product of the roots, and how to frame you have quadratic equations. So, you learnt very well in this. So, there are so many questions are there in the book. You have to try in this way and you have to practice so much. Okay? Then we will go into the new concept. Now, see those questions. Find the sum and product of the roots for quadratic equations. In the previous questions, the equation is given, sum of the roots and the product of the roots are given, we frame the equations. But here it is in the reverse process. The equations are given, we have to find what are the sum of the roots and what is product of the roots from the given quadratic equations. So, that is what the questions. Take the first question, x squared plus 3x minus 28. It is absolutely, it is in the form of the quadratic equation. That means first squared, then x and no x, that means x to the power 0. First you have to check the question. Before you go to solve the question, you have to check whether it is in the order. Okay, right, it is in the order. Now, the next step is, from the equation you have to find what is A, what is B and what is C. What is A? Yes, right, coefficient of x squared. And what is B? Coefficient of x, good. And what is C? Of course, constant. So, here what is the coefficient of x squared? 1. So, that is what? A. And what is the coefficient of x? 3. That is what? B. And what is constant here? Minus 28. So, C is equal to minus 28. So, the second step is over. We found what is A, what is B and what is C. Now, you have to apply in the formula. We have discussed one formula to find the sum of the roots and the product of the roots, no children. So, what is the equation for that? What is the formula? Sum of the roots is equal to minus B by A. So, what is B here? 3. But you have to write minus B. That is why I have written here minus 3 by 1. It is nothing but what? Minus 3. So, that the sum of the roots is minus 3. Next, product of the roots, C by A. C means constant, minus 28. And what is A? Again 1. So, minus 28 by 1 is nothing but minus 28. So, from the first question we came to know what is sum of the root and what is the product of the roots. And there are 3 more questions to solve. Are you ready? Good. So, there are few more questions for practice. Shall we start now? Take down the second question, x squared plus 3x equal to 0. So, what is A here? 1. What is B here? 3. But there is no C. See the question? It is arranged in the order, but there is no constant. So, that we have to take C is equal to 0. And what is the sum of the root? Minus B by A, which is equal to minus 3 by 1, nothing but minus 3. Next, product of the roots. C by A. C is 0 by 1. It's nothing but 0. So, it's very simple, right. So, you got sum of the roots and the product of the roots for this question. The next question is 3 plus 1 by A equal to 10 by A squared. See, this question is totally different because it is in the form of the fraction and that too it is A squared. Alphabetic letters are given in the question. So, we have to first solve and make it as a general equation of the quadratic polynomial. So, okay, now listen, take LCM A. If you take LCM, you will be getting 3A plus 1, which is equal to 10 by A squared. Okay. Now, change everything on this side, it will be 3A plus 1 by A minus 10 by A squared equal to 0. Or otherwise, you can change 3A plus 1 by A equal to minus 10 A squared, as that side also you can change. So, it will be 10 by A squared minus of 3A plus 1 by A. Now, take LCM for this, A squared, which is equal to 0. Do not forget to write 0, A squared. So, 10 minus 3A. See, this denominator is A, but here A squared. That is why we have to multiply one A with this term. So, you will be getting 3A squared. I have to multiply this minus also with this term. Then minus into plus minus, here also I should multiply A, which is equal to 0. If you take this A square on your right, it will be 0. So, that 10 minus 3A squared minus A will become 0. Now, we have simplified, but it is not in the order. We have to change it. Minus 3A squared term first, then A term, then constant term, and that too the coefficient of A squared is a negative number. So, we have to change that also. That is why we have to write 3A squared. That means, I am just multiplying minus with the whole equation. You will be getting 3A squared plus A minus 10, which is equal to 0. Now, it is in the form of the general equation of the quadratic polynomial, no children. Now, what is A here? 3. In the place of B, 1, C minus 10. Then it is very easy. Sum of the roots is, yes, minus B by A. So, what is B here? 1. So, minus 1 by 3, which is equal to minus 1 by 3. Product of the roots is C by A, that means minus 10 by A, which is equal to minus 10 by 3. So, this is the way you have to solve this question. Shall we go to the next one? Yes, it is a simple question. 3y squared minus y minus 4 equal to what? 0. So, what is A here? 3. What is B? Minus 1, and C minus 4. So, sum of the roots is minus B by A, that means minus B is there, that is also negative, by A is 3. It will be 1 by 3. Then product of the roots, C by A. What is C here? Minus 4 by A, that means 4 by 3. So, you already learnt how to frame the quadratic equations and how to identify the sum of the roots and the product of the roots, everything. Now, we are going to solve the quadratic equation by using factorization method. You already learned how to do the factorization, right? In 9th standard, you learnt it. So, we have to use the previous knowledge here and we are going to solve. That means, we are going to find the answer for x, not only x, what are all the variables involving in the question, we have to solve it. Okay, shall we go into that? Now, listen, solve the following quadratic equations by factorization method. The first question, 4x squared minus 7x minus 2. Have you all written? Right. You know how to factorize this. What you have to do? 4x squared minus 7x minus 2. That means you have to multiply this 4 with 2, you will be getting minus 8. So, you have to choose two numbers that if you multiply those two numbers, you should get minus 8. If you subtract or add, you have to get minus 7. So, what kind of numbers it is? What numbers are there? Right, minus 8 and 1. So, if you multiply, you will be getting minus 8. If you subtract, you will be getting minus 7. That means this minus 7 is nothing but what? Coefficient of x. Then what you have to do? 4x squared. First term should be there, last term should be there. So, instead of minus 7x, you have to insert these two factors. That means minus 8x plus x should be inserted, minus 8x plus 1x. Then these two terms together you have to take the common term, that means 4x, balance x minus 2. Multiply and check, 4x into x, x square, 4x squared, and 4x into minus 2, minus 8x. Then it is correct. Next, what is there? Nothing is there in the common. So, just write x minus 2. Then check both brackets are having the same elements, same terms. Yes, it has. That is why your answer is right. So, take x minus 2 as a common term. The balance is what? 4x. That means the coefficient of this term 4x, and here 1. So, 4x plus 1. So, up to this step you learnt in 9th standard. So, this is what the factorization. But it is equation. It is not only expression, it is equation. We have to equate with 0. That means x minus 2, 4x plus 1 equal to 0. So, we have to separate those roots and equate with 0. What you will get? Take the first one, x minus 2. So, x minus 2 equal to 0, then 4x plus 1. 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. From this x minus 2, what is the value of x? You know very well. If you take this minus 2 on your right, you will get x equal to 2. And 4x plus 1 is nothing but what? Minus 1 by 4. Therefore, the values of x are 2 and minus 1 by 4. So, this is the way you have to find the answer using factorization. Then we will come to the next question. 3 of p squared minus 6 equal to p of p plus 5. See the previous question, it is there in the general form. So, it was very easy to find the answer for x, but it is not in the general form. So, we have to frame the quadratic equation according to the order. That means multiply these two, you will be getting 3p squared minus 18. That side p squared plus 5. Then merge everything on one side. Take everything on your left hand side. You will be getting 3p squared minus p squared. If you take this p squared, it will be minus p squared. So, that it will be 2p squared. Then minus 5p. 5 will come here. So, if you multiply 5 with p, you will be getting 5p. So, 5p will come on your left, it will be minus 5p. Already minus 18 is there. So, you have to write minus 18. So, you have changed everything on your left means nothing will be there on your right side. Therefore, have written 0. So, see this equation. Is it looking like a quadratic equation? Of course. So, 2p squared minus 5p minus 18 equal to 0. Now, as usual, we have to factorize. So, if you factorize, you will be getting p plus 2, 2p minus 9. Both factors should be equated to 0. So, that you will be getting p plus 2 is equal to 0. That is why p value is minus 2. Next, 2p minus 9 equal to 0. That is why p is equal to what? Plus 9 by 2. So, these are the values of p. That means the variable which is involving in the given equation. Now, we are going to see two more questions. Both questions are totally different from these questions. Listen, square root of a minus 7 equal to 3 root 2. See, both sides square root is there. So, I have to remove the square root. To remove the square root, what should I do? Correct, squaring on both sides. If you square on both sides, it will be square root of a minus 7 whole squared equal to 3 into root 2 whole squared. So, the root will go, that is why you will be getting a of a minus 7 equal to 3 square is nothing but what? 9. Root 2 square is nothing but root 2 into root 2, that is why 2. So, if you multiply these two, you will be getting 18. then multiply, remove all those brackets and multiply a squared minus 7a, and if you take this 18 on your left hand side, it will be minus 18. So, now we have simplified, it is in the form of the quadratic equation. So, after that you know how to find the factorization, I mean factors, because a squared minus 7a minus 18 is very easy, because a squared is do not have the coefficient. So, when you multiply you have to get minus 18, when you add or subtract you should get minus 7. So, what are the numbers, what are the factors? Correct children, that is 2 and minus 9. Therefore, the factors are a plus 2 equal to 0 and a minus 9 equal to 0. That means, both factors are equated to 0. Therefore, the value of a is equal to minus 2 and plus 9. See the last question, it is totally different. So, we are going to try this question, listen. What is the coefficient of x squared here? Root 2. That should be multiplied with the constant. If you multiply root 2 with 5 root 2, what you will get? See, already 5 is there, and root 2 with root 2 will become as 2, so that it will be 10. Can you understand? So, root 2 with 5 root 2 is equal to 10. So, the last term, constant term is 10. What is the coefficient of x here? 7. So, take two numbers, multiply those two numbers, you have to get 10. At the same time, you should get, if you add or subtract, you should get 7. So, what are the numbers? Very good. It is very easy to identify. That means, 5 2s are 10, 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Now, I am going to apply. Take the first question, first term, square root of 2 x squared, and the last term is plus 5 root 2. In between I should insert these two factors, that means 5 is these two terms, 2x, instead of 7x I should write 5x plus 2x, and take these two terms first. What is common in this? Nothing is there, only x is common. So, I have to take x out. So, the balance will be root 2 x plus 5. Now, just check, root 2 x into x is nothing but root 2 x squared, plus 5 into x is 5x. Now, take the next two terms. What is common in this? Nothing is there? No, common term is there, because this is root 2. This 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. Yes, root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2, no. So, why don't I take that root 2 from both? I can. So, take root 2 outside. So, already I have taken root 2, that means one more root 2 is there to get 2. So, you have to write root 2 x plus. So, root 2 is taken out, so 5. Now, check both terms which is given, I mean which you have got in the bracket are same, of course same, then your answer is right. Therefore, root 2 x plus 5 and x plus root 2 are the roots. Do not forget to put equal to 0. Then separate it. Root 2 x plus 5 equal to 0 means, what is the value of x? Minus 5 by root 2. If x plus root 2 equal to 0 means, x value is minus root 2. Therefore, you have got two values for x. So, there are many sums in your book. Try, practice well and get ready for your exam. So, we will see one more concept, new concept in the next class. Thank you, children.